In today's video, you will see the process of putting a behavior on cue, or what commonly people call as putting a command on a behavior. It's not a command technically. She's not bound to do whatever I ask her to do, so it's not a command. I'm just requesting her to do something, and if she does it, she'll get a reward, or there is a chance that she may get a reward. This is the deal between me and Bhumi. It's not a command. But anyway, just for the sake of this video, I'll call it a command. So how do you put a command onto a behavior? You will see the process. This is a work in process. The reason why I've made this video is so that you can see how the dog's mind works by the way she gets confused. So previously you would have seen Bhumi go and close the door. So if all I ask her is to just close the door 4 times, I click and treat her for closing the door. The 5th time she's going to automatically go and close the door, even if I say tomato, or I can say pizza, or I can say anything I want, ceiling fan, and she'll still go and close the door. Sorry for spitting on the excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather, so excuse me. So now what happens is, what will she do if I ask her to sit, if I ask her to heel, if I ask her to go pick up the cloth, and if I ask her to go and close the door? Will she still do it? Only when she does that, I can safely say that she understands that command, right? Now, what you have to keep in mind is, I made a video called ABC of dog training. A is antecedent, B is behavior, C is consequence. So we always think that I asked the dog to sit, therefore the dog sat down and I treated the dog. This is how the human mind thinks, in this way, because we have the power of language. Whereas animals, and even to a large extent humans, even though we don't like to admit it, consequence drives behaviors. It is the other way around. CBA. So first consequence always drives behaviors. So if a dog has 2 behaviors, right? It has a choice to do 2 behaviors. One behavior has been rewarded 5,000 times. And another new behavior which I taught recently, which is closing the door, has been rewarded 50 times. Now when the dog is presented with a choice of these 2 behaviors, the dog will default to the behavior which has been heavily reinforced. So you have to work through this with the dog to make the dog understand that even though this behavior was very lucrative for you previously, now is not the time to exhibit that behavior. Okay? Just to give a human analogy, think of yourself as standing at the traffic signal. Now there are lots of behaviors you can exhibit at the traffic signal. All of them are quite constructive behaviors. For example, you can move forward in a traffic signal, you can stop in a traffic signal, you can turn left in a traffic signal, right, whatever it is, right? All of these are acceptable behaviors. But these behaviors are acceptable only, stopping is acceptable only when the light is red. If you stop when the light is green, then people will abuse you for blocking the traffic. If you go when the light is red, then the policeman will catch you and fine you, right? So even though all these behaviors are acceptable, it is acceptable only under certain circumstances. Similarly, in dog training also, you have to teach the dog that, hey, sitting is a lucrative behavior. I don't deny that. But you have to sit only when I say this word. So that cue is just telling the dog that, hey, you have these hundreds of behaviors for which you have been already rewarded, but now is a good time to exhibit that behavior of putting your bum down and keeping your head up. The chances of you getting a reward are high if you exhibit that behavior when you hear this noise. So you will see the process of me working through that. This is a work in progress, but I wanted you to see it. So I don't know whether it is useful to you or not. It's a rather technical video, so if you are just here for some entertainment, maybe it's not useful, but it is what it is. I hope it is useful at least for a few people. Thank you. Bhumi, okare. No, okare. No, okare Bhumi. Good. Bhumi, nasi. Good. Bhumi, okare. Bhumi, aaj. Bhumi, padi koi. Bhumi, koi kada saath. Oh, kada saath. பூமி போ கதவு சாத்து. பூமி இங்க வாடி, என்னடி பண்ற? லூசர் வாடி. போ கதவு சாத்து. போ. குட் கேர்ள். பூமி உட்காரு. உட்காருமா. குட் கேர்ள். பூமி ஃபூஸ். போ கதவு சாத்து. குட் கேர்ள். பூமி படுத்துக்க. பூமி இங்க வாமா. டச். பூமி கதவு சாத்து. குட் கேர்ள். பூமி இங்க வா. Catch. Good. Good girl. Smart girl, Bhumi. Bhumi, ni ba? Bye again. Bhumi, foos. Po kadav saate. Bhumi, எடுத்து வா. பூமி வா. பூமி ஓடு எடுத்து வா. குட் கேர்ள். பூமி இங்க வா. catch. Smart girl, Bhumi. Va, ஓடியா. வா பூமி. பூமி அதை எடு. No. Iங்க வா. No. House. பூமி house. Good girl. இங்க வா. பூமி கிட்ட வாமா. போ கதவு சாத்து. No. House. Bhumi house. Good girl. Enter Bhumi. Bhumi போய் கதவு சாத்து. ஓடு. கதவு சாத்து. அங்க பாரு. இங்க பாரு. ஓடு சாத்து. Good girl. Bhumi கீழ பாரு. Good girl. Bhumi உட்காரு. உட்காருமா. No. உட்காரு. Bhumi sits. Good. Bhumi கதவு சாத்து. வா முடியா. கதவு சாத்து. Bhumi ஓட அங்க பாரு. கதவு சாத்து. ஓ கதவு சாத்து. Bhumi இங்க வா. வாடி கண்ணு. கடைசி ட்ரை. Bhumi sits. Good. Bhumi foos. Good girl. Good foos. Bhumi கதவு சாத்து. வா முடியா. கதவு சாத்து. ஓடு. No. No. House. Bhumi house. Good girl. வாடா கண்ணு. இங்க வா. எந்திரு. வா முடியா. Bhumi foos. கதவு சாத்து. வா. உம்மா பொம்மி இங்க வா. வாடி உட்காரு. Zits. No, பொம்மி எழுதுற. Zits. Good. பொம்மு கதவு சாத்து. வா குடி. வாடி. கதவு சாத்து. இந்த இன்னைக்கு இது போதுமா? குழந்தை கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. அதனால